Hello and hello, everybody. Today it's 29th of October again, and welcome on this lovely Saturday afternoon meeting of Skyworld's community. Every Saturday afternoon, I'm here with you guys answering all your questions. But let me first give you a short, compact info session that will answer all your questions already at forehand, because I'm the communication manager for 2 years now on Skyworld's community platform, and I know all your questions. So let us go and answer most of your questions. And if you have more questions, please be welcome and feel welcome in every Saturday afternoon meeting or Sunday's afternoon meeting, but then we do a French meeting or an Hindi meeting. But every Saturday afternoon, there is an English meeting. For new people, for already co-owners, let's connect with each other. Let's stay connected with each other. And let me update you then. So my name is Kaat Jacobs. I am the communication manager of Skyworld's community platform. I got in contact with this platform in 2017. And I was amazed by the technology, that it already existed in this world. And also because I am very fond of nature and very fond of technology, but sometimes it doesn't go together. And this is, a coercion that people are coming, let people in. That it's a coercion, it's and environment friendly, and well, I'll tell you all about it. It's amazing. I blow your mind. So I told many people, I said, come on, let's do something. We have to do something. And I did, and a lot of people did it with me, and my team grew, and there's a team structure on our platform. So my team grew very fast. And then I was, by the board members, asked if I was interested in a business coaching course. That is not my niche. I'm not a salesperson, not at all. I'm a life and health coach and conscious coach. So business, it's a challenge. It's out of my box, and I like to live out of my box, and I like challenges. So I did. In 2018, I followed this business course, and with 130 people from all over the world, There were 5 translators in the room. It was amazing. And our coach was Yuri Galata. He was a Russian coach. He was a tough one. Let me let these people in. Oh, this is one person who tried to get in and again and again. Yes, this was a tough coach, but we had a lot of progress. And the whole group, we were called ourselves the leaders team. And after 1 year, following every month a course in the leaders team in a different country, the leaders team chose 3 leaders of the whole team. And I was one of the leaders. I was selected as one of the 3 leaders of the leaders team. So the board members asked me if I was interested in becoming a communication manager. And yes, communication is one of my, skills. So yes, I like to connect and stay connected with people. So yes. Let me introduce you the board members of Skyworld's community platform. That's Evgeny Kudryshov, Irina Volkova, František Solar, Alexei Shukodiev. These people work hard. They were there from the beginning. They really work hard, and they do everything to reach out to you guys, of course, also through me. And that's, something that we like to do. And all the efforts are amazing, and the results are amazing. So what is Skyworld's community? Skyworld's community is a crowdfunding platform that is gathering the funds for Unitsky String Technology. And I tell you all about this technology, but stay with me first. What do we offer? The Skyworld community platform, crowdfunding platform, what do we offer? We offer co-ownership of this technology, Unitsky String Technology, and we also offer partnership. So that means that you can partner up with us. We have a team structure, and without even investing, you can become a partner. Or like me, become an investor, so a co-owner, and a partner. So a partner is a person who brings this information to the world, like I am doing now. Yes, so this is what Skyworld community offers us. Then about the technology, what is Unitsky String Technology? And the transportation technology is called USky. USky is a transportation technology, innovative, so that means not in the world yet. It is completely new. There's even space technology in there. And you can see in the picture that it's above the ground. And yes, I know what you think. I thought the same thing. No traffic jams. Yeah, it's above everything. And so there's no traffic jams. And because the technology is so innovative, it's non-pollutive, and we can build anywhere. And I will give you the details later on. And of course, we all know that Mother Nature is challenging our current transportation systems. We know, we get confronted with it. And we also made a mess, yeah, for cargo and passenger transportation. And USky gives a hassle-free, clean and easy solution. You know, fast, beautiful, easy, above everything. Yeah. So yes, for cargo and for passenger transportation. And I know personally, I realized through experience that there is no effective solution in the world. And you know how I know this? Because I was in meetings in the harbor of Antwerp. You can see me here sitting, holding my head in my hand, because I was shocked about the meeting, what I heard in that meeting. This is the port of Antwerp in Belgium. Belgium is my birth country. And I was shocked by the problems they have. Such a huge harbor. It is huge, yeah, one of the biggest harbors in the world. And I was listening to all the problems, all the challenges. And so I then realized, and they had it for 12 years, no solution, no transportation solution. So I realized, wow, we have gold in our hands. So what does USky offer? We offer a lot of vehicles now. Yeah, we started only with two, the Unibike and the Unibus. And then our CEO realized that the demand was much, much bigger. So now we have vehicles that can stand very high temperature, and that can stand very low temperature, that can stand humidity, that can stand sandstorms, yeah, also very fast ones. And the high speed is a vehicle that goes between 500 and 600 kilometers an hour. Love it, I like speed. And then the Unitruck, you know, cargo, loose Unitrans for loading and unloading, and container. And there is a story at the container transportation, and I tell you that one very soon. And the Uniwind, it can be built anywhere, and I give you the details. Absolutely. So listen up. This is the Unibike and the Unibus. That's where we started with. And no, it's not just a design. It is real. it's hanging on the tracks and certified. So that means we can build it. Yeah, this is for 2, this is for 14 people. And I drove in them. Wonderful. Yeah, it's wonderful. I will tell you all the details. Okay, so then we had this demand for high temperatures, humidity, and sandstorms. The Unicar, here it is on the tracks, certified. Yeah, so it's real. Then the Uni truck. And this people, this is a, I saw it in action. I saw them all in action, but this one I was amazed. This one is an engineering, mind-blowing invention, really. It can load and unload in 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. It loads and unloads. And it's very fast, yeah? And then the Unitrans also loading and unloading. And remember, this is all ecological. And here's a story about we can build anywhere. This is the Uniwind. It's a very light vehicle. I sat in it. It's comfortable. 2 people can sit in it. And then this is not a helicopter. This picture I took myself. You can see the people behind it. It's pretty big, yeah? This is a design of our CEO, one of the designs, and it's patented by for our CEO, by our CEO, sorry. And this vehicle is not a helicopter, but a drone, so no pilot, yeah? And this vehicle can lift 1 ton. So this vehicle can lift this anchor, yeah, in one piece, and can fly it over anywhere, you know, anywhere. And so this is how we can build anywhere in the world, anywhere in the world, any remote area where we couldn't reach until now. Yeah. Do you understand what that, how many borders will, you know, be broken, how unlimited we are becoming, yeah, this technology. And don't forget, remember, this is all ecological. Then I told you my favorite one, Uniflash or the high speed. This is me sitting in the vehicle, and it's like a luxury private jet. It goes between 500 and 600 kilometers an hour. This was in the Inotrans in Berlin. That's the biggest fair of transportation in the world, not for public, but for specialists. 1.5 million people go there every 2 years. And I was there for translation, and my colleague, Christian van der Vijver, I can tell you it was just mind-blowing to be there, to work there a whole weekend, and it was intense. A lot of people were there. Of course, you can imagine a vehicle like that exposed to the world for the first time. And then the Unicont, I will tell you the whole story behind it. So when we went to the harbor in Antwerp, they asked us, do you have a solution for, let me get these people in. Do you have a solution for container transportation? And we didn't. We only had some transportation solutions for loose cargo and passenger. And we were building at the high speed then. So the engineer who was with me, he flew back to the CEO and he said, well, this is the problem in such a big harbor. Can you please look at it, and maybe we have a solution for container. And the CEO said, no, we don't have time. We don't have time, and we don't have the money yet to build it. So that was that. But then the pandemic came, and here you got it on the tracks, yeah. This is the smaller container, and it costs $1 the 100 ton the kilometer. Do you realize what that means for our goods and our food? $1 the 100 ton the kilometer. Everything is so expensive because transportation is so expensive. And this is ecological, very cheap, very fast, very sufficient, above everything. And yeah, don't forget the ecological part. That's one of my favorite, very safe also, by the way. So it's hanging on the tracks, and the heavy container, the really heavy container, is the track is almost finished in Sharjah, one of our test parks. And when that is finished, we can certify all the container transportation for the small and the big ones. So that's good news. And they're working very hard. Then the U-Light. The U-Light came because the demand of the Dalai Lama. The Dalai Lama lives in a very remote area in India, and he asked our CEO if he had a solution for his pilgrims, because 1.5 million pilgrims every year visit his monastery. And our CEO said, okay, let me get into it. And he did. And he created the U-Light. So how does this technology work? For all the people who want to become a co-owner, I have 4 slides, only 4 slides, with the basics of the technology. It is very important that at least you know the basics of the technology before you become a co-owner, or if you are a co-owner. So a co-owner, that means that you are a owner of the technology, yeah, you have a piece of the technology, yeah. So okay, let me explain to you. This, you can see, is a rail. It is called string rail. Why is it called string rail? This is a metal frame, nothing special. It is filled up with flexible concrete. This is a patent of a CEO. Flexible concrete. Think, what does it mean? That this rail can't break. It can bend like a bamboo stick, but it cannot break. Yeah, that's amazing. Think about earthquakes, tsunamis, hurricanes. Yeah, all right. Then these dots are not dots, but these are metal strings wrapped around each other like we do with rope. If we want rope to be stronger, we wrap rope around each other. This is the same thing. These strings are wrapped around each other so they can bear very heavy load. So that's where the name string comes from. Then on top of the rail, there is a metal frame. And this metal frame is a special metal, also a patent of our CEO. And this metal is a special combination of metal. And I can tell you, our CEO it took him 45 years to develop this technology. Yeah, so it is really thought through. Yeah, so this metal is a special combination, and the wheel is also covered with it. So if the wheel runs over the rail, there's almost no friction. What does that mean? Almost no friction means no sound, and it means that the vehicle needs less energy to go forward. Remember, keep that in mind for later on. Less energy to go forward. Then the ride is 5 times smoother and 3 times stronger. And I can confirm you that. I was in the vehicles and with many other people, and we were filming and cheering because it's a milestone for us. I started when there was only one vehicle on one rail, yeah, and now we have many, and so we were driving in it, and we had to look outside to know if we were moving. There was no sound, and we had no hands. We were filming, and so it completely smooth ride. Yeah. Why is that? Because the anchors are double anchored. You can see here these black A and B. These are normal anchors like a bridge, and then they're double anchored. You see the arrows. So what we can build above water, above mountains, above valleys. Yeah. Third slide. We have in total 7 rails, and these are the basic ones. Yeah, We have the flexible, the rigid, and the semi-rigid. The flexible one is for very remote areas. You can see the anchors can stand very, a big difference between the anchors. Yeah, big distance. So this is for remote areas, above water, mountains, and so on. Then you have the rigid one. The rigid one is for very heavy load. A lot of people in the same time, or heavy cargo, or the same. Yeah? So between a city and a big other city, or a city and a harbor, city and an airport. Yeah, you got it. Eh? You follow me. And then the semi-rigid you can compare with a train and a tram and a metro and the bus, yeah, but then above the ground. And I can tell you, the views are amazing, and you will see your city or your area where you live from a complete different angle. Okay, and then this last slide of the technology is the engine. This is, of course, the heart of the technology. This is also patented by our CEO. The engine is next to the wheel. You can see here the wheel, next to the wheel. And this engine can run on any environment-friendly fuel. So what are the advantages of this transportation? Why is it very wise to become a co-owner? Let me show you why. You saw that the design is amazing, yeah? It is advanced, very advanced. Well, the aerodynamics are expressed in CX. And let me explain you what is happening here. A normal car, the CX is 0.4. Why? The car is driving on the road and the air gets trapped underneath the vehicle, your vehicle, yeah? Your and my vehicle. So what happens? The air comes out at the other side and swirls around the back. So it pulls back the vehicle a little bit. So the vehicle needs extra fuel to go forward. A Formula One car is already doing much better. Yeah, but you see still the same challenge, the swirling at the back. Your sky is in the air. So think, no trap of air. Yeah, so the CX is 0.06. That is very, very, very good rate. Yeah, so that means if this vehicle passes you by, you will not hear it, you will not feel it, and the leaves on the trees will not move. Then, because the aerodynamics, and then remember the known friction of the wheel on the rail, yeah, means that the vehicles don't use a lot of fuel. And here you can see that it saves up 880 ton fuel each vehicle every year. And then all the other parameters are amazing. Yeah, so capital cost, that means how much does it cost to build this technology? It's very good comparing with the others. Then the operational cost, that is the maintenance. Very, very cheap. Yeah, cheap. Then the energy consumption, you know now why, very low. Yeah. Then the capacity is amazingly high. Then you have the environmental pollution and transportation accident rate, very low. And these are for me the most important ones. So they are also very, very low. So we're doing very good with all these parameters. And then you see delivery time and delivery costs. It goes very fast. It goes very cheap, yeah. And remember, it's all ecological. And then people say to me, yeah, but there are other transportation systems in the world. And yes, there are. So let us compare them. They're all eco-friendly. Monorail, magnet levitation, and the Hyperloop are all eco-friendly. And they're all, thank God, very safe. Yeah, the Hyperloop medium, but still safe. But then they all need a flat ground before they can build the technology. We only need a few places for our anchors, so we can build anywhere. And then people say, yeah, but time is money. That I don't agree. But anyway, Hyperloop is very fast, guys. 1,200 kilometers an hour. But see the price tag. And now it will be even more, because you see now, I crossed the old price. Why? Because one of the people in my group, the Skyward No Millionaires, told me, Kaat, is the price still accurate? So I asked a engineer if the price was still accurate. And he said, no, the price is up because everything is much more expensive. And of course, the price of the monorail, magnet levitation, and the Hyperloop will be up also. So now the price tag of a single rail is 8 million and a double rail is 15 million. And did you know that a normal train track costs 22 million the kilometer? And now it will be even more, because copper is very expensive at this moment, and they use a lot of copper before, you know, the train can run on it. So without vehicles, and it's not a pretty sight, yeah? A train track is not a pretty sight. So next time when you're in a vehicle, a train vehicle, think every kilometer, more than 22 million, more than 22 million, yeah, the kilometer every time. So who is the genius behind this technology, the person who dedicated his life to this technology? Well, let me introduce you, Dr. Anatoly Unitsky Eduardovich. This man is a genius. He has 150 inventions on his name. How many in inventions, you know, patents do we have on our name? All together here in this room now. This man, only he has 150 on his name. Isn't that amazing? He wrote 20 monographies, that means books, and 200 scientific papers. Yeah. It's just, you know, mind-blowing what this man did in his life. And he had a vision. When he told me personally, I met him twice, and once he came up to me and said, ask me any question, Kaat. And I sat down with him, and yes, I love questions. So I asked him many questions. And one of the questions was, how did you start? Where does this idea come from? And he said, well, when I was 6 years old, I had this vision that I would change the transportation of the world. And he said, I'm doing it now. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. And he's doing it thanks to us, you know, together. He is the genius, and we gave him the money all together. And he said also he is building this technology for the people, because it is built by the people, you know. We are helping him, and we are doing a very good job. And these are some of his designs. You can find them all in the museum in Belarus. He has a museum. It's just amazing, the designs he made. And here is his first test vehicle. It's still alive, renovated, and also showed off in one of our test parks. And you see here Dr. Anatoly Unitsky underneath the vehicle in his first test park. And this is his latest technology. This is Sky Space. And he is all idea, and there are already engineers on it, working on it, and there are already people who are interested to invest in it. And the whole idea is to take all the factories into space without destroying the biosphere, and then live on a green planet. And I signed for that. So I told you, here are some patents. Here 150 he has on in his name, and here are some of them all over the world. And he took the technology all over the world. And he was received with open arms because everywhere in the world, the transportation technology is in big trouble. It is stuck everywhere. You see me here standing, explaining and translating to these two gentlemen who were from the National Railroads Company of my country, Belgium. And they asked me if the CEO was present, and he was. He was there with us all weekend. And they explained what the problems were in Belgium. And not only in Belgium, we know now. And he is explaining what we could offer. And it was a lot. He has all the solutions. And then next to a strong man, there is a strong lady, and this is Madame Nadezhda. She is also an engineer, and she is taking care of the business. And she's doing a very good job. And even in 2018, she had a certificate of good management. So congratulations. So what are the production results? That means, what did we do with all that money we brought in? So first of all, we bought a huge building. We have more than 600 employees, and people who want to make a career in Unitsky String Technology, please, this is the address, or go to our new website. You can find a page career, and you can fill in a form. So this is our head office in Minsk in Belarus. That is an independent country between Russia and Europe. It's ours, yeah. It's not from the bank, it's ours. Very high secured. You can only get in with a hand scan. And then here you have Unitsky with all his employees underneath some of the vehicles. I think this is a very nice picture. And of course, a picture of the inside of the building. Then we have a own factory. This is ours. We have very sophisticated machinery in there. And you can imagine, because of the technology. And we are already making parts for other companies. So that gives us already profit there. And we had to expand. We started with this building, the white building, and with the blue building behind. And then we had to build a side building, because we had to expand. The demand was much bigger. And then this big building at the other side. And here's the inside of the factory. Here are some engineers showing off the tropical vehicle that can stand high temperatures, sand, and humidity. And then this is the vehicle that can stand very low temperatures. And a lot of people ask me, Kaat, but this, the designs is wow and everything is wow, but these vehicles are in the air and they're almost made of completely out of glass. How can it be safe? Well, this is again another patent of our CEO. This is smart glass. The glass can have an impact of a sharp projectile at 500 kilometers an hour, and it will not break. It will not break. And it keeps also the temperature in the vehicles at a very nice temperature. So that's one thing. Then we have the Eco Park. First one, we started in Belarus, in Marina Gorka. Marina Gorka is 150 kilometers away from the capital, from Minsk. I've been there twice. It's a beautiful place now. It was a swamp. It was a training area for army tanks, so you can imagine. And we made it a very beautiful place, yeah. So you can see, if you're really counting and looking very carefully, you can see 7 tracks. We now have 7 sort of tracks. This building on the ground floor, there's the museum. It's quite big, beautiful. And then this building is this picture. It's the Eco House. And the eco house is a self-sufficient house with a garden on top. It's designed by our CEO. And you have a pond in front of it with fish. Then you have fruit trees, and you even have a greenhouse here between these big trees. And if delegates of the world come and visit us to ride in the vehicles, then they get fish from our ponds, then they get fruits and vegetables from our garden. And why we're doing that? Well, it's a statement that this technology is completely ecological. Yeah. Okay, and then the other test park is in Sharjah. It's the university city of the United Arab Emirates. And we are having there 4 tracks now. The 4th track is almost finished. And this is one of the latest picture of the very heavy load track for very, very big containers. And they're working on it. And then this picture is a very special picture for in my lifetime. I'm here in between. It was a very hot day. And we were invited to remember the leaders team from the beginning of the session, the info session. I talked about the leaders team. Well, these are a part of the leaders team. And we were invited to celebrate the first anchor in the ground. You can see the anchor. It doesn't even, it's not double anchored yet, but it was in the ground. And that day we were invited to celebrate it. I can tell you that was another milestone. It was an amazing day, amazing day. And then here's a picture of Unitsky Test and Certification Center together with our CEO, Dr. Unitsky, and then the CEO of Sharjah Test Park. And then, yes, we have already announcement that if the test track, the 4th test track is finished with the, to test and certify the heavy container, then Sharjah will announce the first project. So this is a big thing because Sharjah is also a port city. And yes, you can find us everywhere in the news. We even were in CNN Business and Fox News, and you can imagine what the reaction were. We even were in the Expo in Dubai, 2022. Well, it is called 2020. And then we were also in the Expo in India. And here's some pictures of our colleague Said, who was there and talking to all new people and co-owners and people who were interested in the technology. And then we were at the InnoTrans this year, in the beginning of this month, and the RTA company, that is the National Railroad Company of the United Arab Emirates, was showing off our vehicle. You see here, Unitsky, and I love the slick design of it. And it's gonna, well, it's shown off in the biggest fair in the world. So why would that be? And then this picture, I will remove the floating control panel. This picture is very important. This picture is our CEO holding a certificate very proudly. Yeah, and this certificate says that Unitsky String Technology Inc., that produces Unitsky technology, is a reliable and bona fide partner for business activities in Belarus and abroad. So that means this year, 2022, we will have a new transportation in the world, trams and trains and airplanes and cars and trucks and, all the vehicles we have now. And then we have Unitsky. Yeah, it's new, completely new. And there are a lot of people interested. Anambra State in Nigeria, Then we have Lesotho and Rwanda. You can see pictures of the meetings. And there were more than 150 international delegates visiting our test parks in United Arab Emirates and in Belarus. And remember, there are only 200 countries all over the world. Only 200 countries all over the world, and already more than 150 delegates from countries came and visit us. So do you understand that we have a solution for a necessity that is in trouble? Yeah, so then it's something for you. Everybody can invest. Everybody can become a co-owner. The smallest package is $50. You can even pay off packages in 5 months, 9 months. And yes, we are with more than 400,000 investors. You can see me here. There's a picture in front of my favorite vehicle, and together with colleagues and co-owners of my own country in one of the visits at the test park in Belarus. Then where are we now? Oops, I have to update this because we are now in 14.3. Just 2 days ago, we have a lot of stages behind us. We started in 2014. And every stage, we bought something, we developed something. We bought something, we developed something with the money that came in. Bought something, developed something. And then at stage 8, there was no risk anymore. Why? Because we have enough asset. If we sell it, we can pay back all the people who invested in it. So there's no risk anymore. Plus, we have now 4 projects sold last year and many more to come this year. And yes, I told you before that we already, our factory is making parts for other companies because we have such a sophisticated machinery in our factory. And so we are now in 14.3, and so that means only one step till stage 15. And then the pre-sale of the dividends is done. And what are the dividends? These are shares. So that means these are shares that give you a passive income for the rest of your life. Yeah, Unitsky gives 100 years guarantees on the tracks and does the maintenance. 100 years from now, where are you now? So these shares are also inherited. So it's like your grandfather invested in a railroad company, dividend shares. And your family had at least 3 generations the dividends. So the financial benefit from the company. There are railroad companies who are 150 years old. Yeah, this technology gives a solution for a necessity. People need food, people need shelter, people need clothing, medical care, and transportation. And the transportation in the world is stuck everywhere. Yeah, and we give a hassle-free, ecological, fast, cheap, and beautiful, I like it very much, solution to all these problems. And yes, you can sell these shares if you're crazy, yeah, because these shares will give you a passive income for the rest of your life. Yeah, for the rest of your life. Would you sell the goose with the golden eggs? No, you won't, because somebody else would get rich. Yeah. So be aware what you have in your hands. And then a lot of people ask me, what about the stock market? Because shares, and they think about stock market. Well, wrong. Yeah, these are pre-IPO shares. They have nothing to do with stock market. You keep them in your possession and you get passive income for life, financial safety net for life. And then when you leave this beautiful planet, you give them to your children. Yes. So realize what you have in your hands. So these are the A-class shares. These are the diamonds. Yes. Before the company ever went on the stock market. Did you ever had a chance to buy pre-IPO shares of a big company that now only have the B-class shares for the public to offer to the public? No, we didn't have that chance. Did we had chance to buy the pre-IPO shares of Tesla? No, I did buy shares, B-class shares of Tesla to support technology. I bought them at 46 and I sold them at 84. And I thought, yeah, I made profit very well. But I lost the shares. It's one-time profit, done. These are pre-IPO shares. These give you a profit every year. So what influence has the stock market on our pre-IPO shares? Well, let me tell you this. If the B-class shares, if the company goes to the stock market and the world knows about our company and are interested to buy the B-class shares, then the B-class shares will go up in price. If the B-class shares goes up in price, our shares, the A-class shares, will go up in price too. Why? Because 20% of the profit goes to the shareholders. Will be divided among the shares. So the shareholders will have more profit, yeah, of their shares. And the more shares you have, the more profit. Yeah, so let me explain you that again. If the B-class shares go up in price, the profit of the company will go up. Yeah, 20% of that profit will be divided among the shares. The more shares you got, the more profit you get. Yes, and the higher the profit, of course, because the more profit for us. Yes, you understand that? Okay, then people ask me, is the company a healthy company? Yes, we successfully surpassed the audit again, every year. And it is a very intense and long procedure. And yes, we passed it again. And then a lot of people ask me about the roadmap. What is the roadmap? The roadmap is how does a project, is in development? How does it go? We start with the pre-feasibility study. Then we have the design study, the construction study, the construction part, and then the training of the personnel, because it's innovative, it's new. Yeah, so the feasibility study is normally 6 months, half a year, but it can be faster. Why? If we work together with another construction company, for example, a construction company that builds skyscrapers, for example, they know what's in the ground. They know what's locally the impact of the environment. They know, yeah. So then the feasibility study goes faster. Then we have the design and the construction part that can go together, yeah. And then of course the training of the personnel. And then the last stage, well, that is the stage when it's already, the project is already up and running. We keep an eye on the tracks, the rails, or whatever, the vehicles. Why? Because we give 100 years guarantees on the tracks. So it has to be perfect. So I always say, get shares of this rapidly growing transportation company with very fast vehicles. And how you do that? You give your name, your best email, and your phone number to the person who came here, who brought you here to this meeting. And then you get a back office. This person gives you a confirmation link. You click on that confirmation link, and then you fill in your password. You choose your own password. Please write it down. If you've got it, reset password. You can see there. Yeah. If you didn't receive the registration link, resend the registration letter here. Yeah. Okay. Then I have a notice. This is our address of the back office. There's no other address. And don't Google it. Send it to yourself in an email, please. And then start from there. Why? Because there are hackers, especially on Google. Google is not safe. And they changed a little bit in the address, and you log in, you load up money, and your money is gone, and we cannot do anything about it. So make sure you have this address sent to yourself in an email and start from there. So yes, I told you we are now in stage 14.3. That's the last stage before stage 15. Yeah, we are so glad, so amazed that we came to all these stages, went through all these stages. And what we done, we developed 7 tracks and 17 vehicles in these years. Yeah, that is just amazing. If you know that a company like Mercedes or Porsche or BMW, they need 6 years for one vehicle from the idea till it's on, on the market. The moment 6 years. Yeah, 6 years. They keep it a secret and they work on the vehicles. 6 years. And we had 17 vehicles developed and 7 rails. That's just amazing. And here are, people ask me, how much are the shares? Well, these are at a giveaway price. The most expensive shares are 7 cents, and the most cheapest are 2 cents. Yeah, the more you buy, the cheaper. And let's see. Let's take the package of $1,000 paid in one time. You get 27,000 shares. One share costs you 4 cents. Yeah, 4 cents. And I told you the smallest package is $50. You get 750. Yeah, correct. 750 shares for $50. Yeah, 7 cents each. Okay. So this one is paid in one time. For the newbies, listen up carefully, if you ask for a confirmation link, registration link, you do the KYC, you upload money, and you pay your package. If it's a package one-time payment or a package with payments in stages, you do that in 7 days, you get 10% on top. 2,700 shares here on top. Boom, for free. Yeah, I advise you to start on a Monday, because in the weekends, the KYC people are not working. So start on a Monday. Okay, and I told you, we have packages you can pay off. For example, the $1,000 package, you can pay off 5 months, $200. If you start with a double payment, you get 25,000 shares. You get 1,000 shares on top of your 25,000 shares. Your shares cost you 4 cents each. 4 cents each. Yeah. I remember I bought, I told you about Tesla at 6.46, and I only could buy 40. Yeah. I bought 40 shares then, and I did one-time profit. These are shares for life. For life. You can even buy student packets, kids packets. You can buy package that you can pay off in three times, 2 months, 9 months, and then 5 months. Yeah. And here also for these packages, if you're a newbie and you do everything, yeah, in 7 days, even if it's only one payment, you will get 10% on top. 10%. And we have a free app. You can download it on Android, the Play Store. You find us, SkyWorld Community. And this is my phone. You can put it in English, yeah, or your language, whatever, French or whatever. And then what does the app offer you? Everything the a back office on your computer offers you. Yeah. You can see your shares, you can see the news, you can see the documents, you can see your team structure, you can see how much money did you upload, you can see everything. And then we have a new website. I would advise you to go to our website. It is usky.inc, yeah, ust.inc. It's a very interactive website. You can click everywhere, things are moving, popping up. It's really, really nicely done. Yeah. And then I have a request, and I check it now and then, and I saw a lot of reactions on our CEO, Anatoly Unitsky, is on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and I saw a lot of reactions of you guys. Thank you very, very much. Please keep on appreciating him, keep on reacting on him. He reads it himself. He is encouraged by us. Of course, he's encouraged by us. This man is 73. He doesn't need to work. He should go on pension, but he's still working for us to save the planet. That's what is on his mind, to save the planet. Yes. So appreciate him and send him some love and appreciation. And then a lot of people ask me about the partner structure, team structure that is on our SkyWorld community website. Well, we have all sort of levels. I mean, you can start as a partner without personal investment, and you get already 4 levels. The first level is 15%. So if you enroll somebody, you get 15% of whatever the person enrolls. Yeah. If you want to grow in the team structure, you pay your first shares, and you don't have to do that out of your own pocket. You can pay with the rewards you get. We call it bonuses. Yes. Oh, let me go back one time. And if you're a top expert and Sky expert, you even get a monthly income. It depends on how much you bring in. You get a monthly income. So where did you ever hear that you could earn with a company without investing yourself in it? So my name is Kaat Jacobs. You can reach me on WhatsApp on this number. You can reach me and my team on india@skyway.capital. Why India? Because I'm also responsible for India. And I have my own SkyWorld community, New Millionaires group in Facebook, YouTube, Telegram, and Instagram. Why? Well, I like to be connected with people who are investors to update them. And this idea also started in the Innotrans. Remember this big fair? After that weekend, at the end of that weekend, we were sitting down, really tired, because that was a very intense weekend. And then the right hand of Unitsky came and sit next to us and has, congratulated us and said thank you, because we were volunteers. And he said, wow, you guys did a wonderful job. Thank you for that. And then his phone beeped, and he showed us the message, and he said, I cannot tell you, of course, the company, but he said, there are huge companies contacting us now to work together. And you know what? He said, the people who invested in this technology are the new millionaires of the world. And after he left, I said to my colleague, wow, this is a great name for a Facebook group. And now you can see there's 12,000 people in there. Yeah, so look it up, SkyWorld New Millionaire. We posted in the chat. Become a member and write my name. There are 3 questions I asked. One of the questions is, who's your sponsor? Write my name, I let you in. because there are a lot of spammers trying to get in, and it takes a lot of time for me to select them. And sometimes they get in. Today, a spammer got in again. Oh, it's so horrible. And yes, so write my name and I'll let you in, because then I know you were here in this meeting. And I thank you all for your interest. I will stop the recording now. Thank you also for the partners who are here in the room, who work hard together with us. And I will stop the recording. Hope that you're with us next Saturday with the session, the Q&A session. You can ask me any question. So thank you very much to look at this recording, and see you next time live.